Hi, my name is David, and I am a retail theft consultant. And I'm going to give you some information on what I would call as retail store facts and myths. There's some myths involved here. Okay, let's start off by qualifying that I have worked in the retail industry for quite a number of years, probably a few decades. And being a loss prevention professional and now a retail theft consultant, I have seen many stores, worked for many stores, and basically been involved in the retail industry for quite a while, so I know what I'm talking about, as do my team that works with me. Anyway, what I want to do is tell you some myths and facts about retail stores. Okay, as you may know, you walk into stores like let's say Big Lots, Ross, DD's, to name three, and you see that's a messy store, and you kind of look at it and you know, these people don't care, they don't clean up their store, what the hell's the matter here? Okay, first of all, the messy store is on you. And by you, I mean the consumer, the shopper. You mess up the store. The employees don't. The employees have their own issues when trying to get the store clean. The problem is, especially in stores like Big Lots, DD's, and Ross that have extremely discounted prices, you know, things for $2 or whatever, and this includes stores like the Family Dollar store and whatnot too. So they don't pay a lot. These are minimum wage places. They don't make a lot either, because they're not a Macy's or a Nordstrom's or whatever, a high-end store. They don't have high payrolls. So every time you want to take somebody to clean up the mess that you made, that takes that person away from whatever other job they had, which could be ringing you up. Okay, and we will talk about cashiers in just a few moments. Okay, but when you take that cashier away, then you have a longer line. So remember, the messy store's on you. It is not on them. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. The messy store's on you. You mess up the store. If you want the store to remain neat and clean and organized, then you need to help that happen. Yes, the employees will pick things up. Yes, the employees will organize things. And yes, they have time at the beginning of the day and the end of the day to do that. But again, if you're not happy with the mess, that's on you. Okay, you want the store to stay clean, you want the store to be able for you to be able to find what you need, then you need to help by doing this. Excuse me. Remember, these people don't get paid a lot. They get paid minimum wage. Most of them are working 10-12 hours a week, if that. The store has, limited options with their payroll. The corporate organization may only give them so much money for payroll, and they can't take time to add additional employees. The next issue I want to talk about is sales and clearance. What are these really? First of all, a sale is meant to get you into the store. The sale items were probably going to be limited at best. Store, not to buy the items on sale at regular price. It's just that they can't sell anymore, so they mark it way down in order to get it out the door, because once it's out the door, they have room for other stuff that they can charge full price for. Sales and clearances are two separate issues, but they're both designed to get you into the store and get some of these items out. Okay, sales are to get you into the store. Once you're in the store, they're hoping you'll buy the sale item, of course, but they want you to buy the other items that are at full price. And as far as clearance goes, they're clearing things out. That's why it's called a clearance. Things are marked down because they can't sell them anymore. Maybe they're too old, maybe they've been around for a while, who knows, but whatever it is, they need to get it out so they can make room for the stuff they're going to charge full price on. Okay, now I mentioned it earlier, cashiers, the lack of cashiers. Okay, again, we're talking about payroll issues. Corporate organizations give each store a payroll. The payroll depends on how the store does in sales. If it's a store that sells well, it'll get more payroll. If it's a store that doesn't do as well as others, then it'll get less payroll. So if you're worried about lack of cashiers, it's not their fault. And who knows, you may get retail industry has a high turnover. So you may have somebody quit, somebody's calling out. People calling out sick happens all the time in the retail industry. It's a minimum wage job. A lot of times you got people that are 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. They got their priorities and they aren't always work. Okay, so when you're looking at lack of cashiers, you've got several things to look at. How many people did they call out? Have they been calling other people to come in? And are they willing to come in? People calling out sick, like I said. Do they have enough payroll? If the store has payroll only for 2 cashiers, then that's all they got. And a lot of times then you got managers that are manning the cash registers. When that happens, then they're not managing the store. So it's a whole domino effect. If you're worried about lack of cashiers, they're doing their best. Be patient with them. Give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not their fault. Don't blame them, which is part of what I'm going to get to in a moment as well. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is carts and carryouts. All right, again, if you're not going to some super high-end store or a Walmart that has some kind of a policy, chances are they don't have a carryout policy. And if they've got lack of people, maybe they don't have somebody to help carry things out for you. I'll give you an example. DD's has what they call a store protection specialist at the front door that you may think, oh, can help you carry your stuff out. They don't let that person do that. That is okay, and we'll mention that. Well, we won't mention that exactly, but we'll talk about policies in a moment. All right, it's their policy. They stay at the door. Their job is to be there at the door to monitor the people coming in, the people going out, and to observe everything around happening in the store. It is not their job to do carryouts. If you're going to a DD's, a Ross, a Big Lots, or even some of the bigger name stores, they don't have people to do carryouts. If they're doing it, it's either against policy or they're doing it as a favor. You cannot expect carryouts. That's what the shopping carts are for. That's what, a lot of them, like DD's and all that, will let you bring your car up to the front door so you can load it that way. So carts and carryouts, and a lot of the carts don't go outside. And why? Because they end up all over the neighborhood. People don't like them in their homes or anything else. And retailers got tired of paying these people to go retrieve their carts. So what do? They put little magnets on them, or they put poles on them so they don't go outside. It can't be helped because somebody, us consumers, we abused the cart privileges. We took them home, we kept them, we left them scattered all over the neighborhood, we left them scattered miles away. Then there were no shopping carts, or we beat the hell out of them. So the retailers had to do what they do best to help their customers and to reduce costs, and that's not allowing the carts to leave the general area. I'm sorry, that's the reality of the situation. Us consumers, we abuse the carts and the privilege of using them, so retailers had to do what they could. What are the consequences for some of these things? Like adding extra cashiers, or excuse me, carryouts and all the other things. The odds are that the chances are they need to make up the cost. How do they make up the cost? They raise prices. To us, they reduce hours, they reduce benefits. I mean, there's all kinds of things, but none of them are good. Okay, so you got to keep in mind these things are done that are in your best benefit, and well, not mine, but as anybody, they do what their best to keep the store doors open. Policies. Excuse me, I have a cold. Policies vary from store to store. Like I said, DD's has a policy they do not let their store protection specialists carry items outside. Some stores have policies about bathrooms, which we'll talk about in a moment. Some stores have various shoplifting policies. Again, I will mention that in a minute. Don't jump on the cashier or maybe even the manager regarding policies. The policies are dictated by the corporate office. Nobody within the store, except with the possibility of a manager, can overrule a policy. All right, and again, we'll mention bathrooms in a moment. Okay, if it's a policy, if the return policy is what it is, it's what it is. You can't change it. We'll say, well, what about there are no what ifs. Okay, the policy is a policy. I've seen it happen a million times. Somebody comes in, they want to do something, the register says, okay, I need your ID. It won't let them overrule. There's no way the manager or anyone else can overrun a policy, especially one that's already in the computer system that won't let them finish it. All right, be patient. If that's what the policy is and you need to understand it, you need to work with it, and you're just going to have to deal with it. There's no other way. All right, shoplifting. Each store has, or each retail company has their own shoplifting policies. Some stores do absolutely nothing. They will actually hold the door open for you because they don't want to deal with the liability of someone getting hurt or anything else. Other stores have a 100% prosecution policy. Other stores will only stop you or call the police if it's over a certain dollar value. I can tell you which stores do what, but this video would be too long. All right, if you want to contact me, I can help you with that. But again, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be shoplifting anyway. And you're taking a chance anytime you do so. All right, store shoplifting policies vary. They vary by, the corporate rules that each one has. All right, again, I could tell you what most of the shoplifting policies are for various stores, who arrests, who issues civil demand, who arrests over a certain dollar value. I could tell you all that, but you shouldn't be shoplifting anyway. And if you think you know what the store's policy is, you probably don't. All right, if you think the store doesn't have cameras, you're wrong. Okay, 99% of the stores have cameras. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean they're not there. Don't for a moment think that, oh, the camera can't see me here. These cameras can do all kinds of things, more than what you think. Plus, there are angles that the loss prevention people can get where they can view something much better. Okay, last and certainly not least are bathrooms. Not all stores have public bathrooms. That is a choice. All right, stores like DD's Discounts, DD's Discounts for one, does not have public restrooms. If they allow you in the bathroom, they're violating policy, but that is a call by the manager. Do not jump on the attendant who happens to be near the bathroom, which is generally in the fitting room, because they don't have any say-so over the bathroom. It's out of their control. They do not have a public bathroom. It is posted there. They do not have to have a public bathroom. What a lot of people come in and say, and they're absolutely 100% wrong, is the law says you have to have a bathroom. No. Now, laws vary by state, but I can tell you here in California that the law is very specific. The law says if you serve food and drink, you must offer a public restroom. Okay, stores like DD's, Ross, JCPenney, Nordstrom's, all that, they do not serve food and drink. Therefore, they are not required to have a public restroom. If they have one, that's fine. Then you're more than welcome to use it. But if they don't, then there is no law that says they do. Do not quote a law saying, oh, they're required to have a... No, they're not. The law here in California, and I could look up other states, but I'm not going to go through all 49 other states. The law specifically states if you serve, I don't mean sell, serve food and drink, you are required to have a public restroom. All right? DD's, Ross, Penny's, Sears, Big Lots, Nordstrom's, all that are not required. If they're doing it as a courtesy to you. And by the way, when you go in there, please don't make a mess, okay? It's not JCPenney's job or anything else to clean up the poo-poo you left all over the place, or the fact that you didn't flush the toilet, or you clogged the toilet, or anything else you may have done in there, including graffiti. All right? If you don't want to see your prices go up, then you need to treat the store like it was your own home. And this goes true for anything. All right, prices go up when the stores have to spend more money. The stores want to maintain their profit, and if you are costing them money, then they have to find some way to maintain their profit. And there are lots of ways of doing that. None of them are good. Some of them actually hurt the employees working for the store. So keep all these things in mind. Remember, my name's David. I am a retail theft consultant. If you have any questions about anything, you can reach me at retailtheftexpert@gmail.com. That's retailtheftexpert@gmail.com. Thank you much. Bye-bye.